Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry, I had to wait to, there's a car coming, so I had to wait. I'm sitting outside. A lot of videos I've been sitting outside, but that's because of, my dad is sleeping. I call him daddy, but I know it's kind of funny calling your dad daddy when you're a full-grown adult. But hey, why not call him daddy? He's my big daddy, Big daddy. He's actually not big. He's pretty. He's got a little gut, but he's pretty skinny actually. But yeah, he was sleeping in the inside, so I'm out here videoing, what I've been doing, and I'm at 100 subscribers. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna be doing something special for that. I'm still trying to figure that out. I have no idea. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do an update too on update on stuff I'm gonna. I think I'm probably gonna be doing a video on spring, showing the spring leaves and stuff. I'll probably do one on that. Maybe I'll do one on that. I don't know. But for right now, I'm gonna be doing a video on a game thing. I haven't done a lot of gaming videos. The reason why that is because I'm trying to work on editing my videos and improving them. So I thought about doing this tomorrow and playing music in the background because that would have been cool to play all four, New Super Mario Brothers music. But the Wii U doesn't really have a very good soundtrack, and I'm just like, I'm not really gonna do that. So I didn't bother doing it because I could have done all the overworld themes and stuff, but I think this is fine just for the thumbnail. Having the yellow for the yellow, red, goldish color and blue. So I was thinking about doing green too, but then I'm like, that's gonna make it too colorful, and I'm mainly focusing on the original 4 games. So I didn't include the deluxe version. I think that's like a brown for the new logo on the case. So I didn't bother doing that. But anywho, this is gonna be a longer video. This is what I want to see in the next new Super Mario Brothers game. It's been a while since Nintendo. Hold on, a car's coming. Hang on. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why doing this inside would be better. But yeah, I don't really want to wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm probably gonna have some videos to do. A news-related video, and I'll have Johnny Test. So I'm trying not to have as many videos. But I want to talk about New Super Mario Brothers. Of course. Like I said, there hasn't been a new Super Mario Brothers game in a long time, a really long time. I think that's where because a car came by and I kind of lost track, but I think I was mentioning that. But yeah, there hasn't been one for a long time. Yes, there's new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, but that's not really a new Super Mario Brothers game. That's just a remake, and I hear it's freaking awful. I hear it's basically just a port of the Wii U version, but with Toadette, and it's $60. So I was like, that's actually the only new Super Mario Brothers game I don't own, because I'm like, I'll buy it eventually, but I'm not gonna buy it right now because it's not worth $60 right now. But with the Wii U shop, closing and all that, I'm really hoping Nintendo will change their minds. But knowing Nintendo, I don't think they're gonna be as generous as PlayStation. So I don't know if they'll change their minds or not. I wish they would. I really do, because I wish they would keep the shops open. But they're probably like, well, we already shut the the Wii and DSi shop down, so let's shut down the Wii U and 3DS too. I don't want them to shut it down because I hear there's some games from the Wii and the DSi you can no longer get. And there's there's some games I can't play, but I don't know though. I've already talked about that, but yeah, I want to talk about the new Super Mario Brothers games. Like I said, this is going to be a long video. I've already stated that at the beginning of the video, so people are aware of that, because sometimes I forget to mention that until midway, in the video. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a longer video. I'm going to talk about the 4 new Super Mario Brothers games and talk about them and all that. I'm not going to review them. I'll probably save that for down the road, but I'll talk about their highs and lows. But New Super Mario Brothers was originally it started off with a great game of the DS. The DS one was it was fantastic. In fact, out of the 4, it is my favorite New Super Mario Brothers game. It is my favorite. And the whole point of the game originally was to bring back, they were gonna bring back they were planning on, bringing back the 2D formula, because after Mario 64 came out, there was not any other other 2D Mario games for a long time. So so New Super Mario Bros. DS, well, Mario 64 wasn't really a 2D Mario game, but there was, but the thing is, they wanted to bring back 2D platforming, and I think they did a pretty good job with the game. They really did. Really, my biggest problem with the game, though, is I feel like they don't have a lot of power-ups in the game. They don't have a lot of power-ups. They got the fire flower and the blue shell, but the blue shell, you barely use it. I feel like they should have added one more power-up. I'm perfectly fine with the game not having a flying power-up like the other games, because it makes the game more fun, because it's more of a platforming, and you don't have the flying power-ups to save you from falling, which makes it more fun. But yeah, I think they did pretty good. Even the bosses in the first game were really good too. I really liked them. They were all original. Well, I guess they had some rehashes, like, of course there's Bowser, because Bowser's the boss of the game, but they introduced Dry Bowser, they introduced him in the game. And they had, Petey Piranha, of course, return. But a lot of the bosses were really fun and unique to challenge. Sure, they're very easy if you have the fire flower, but they're still fun. It's still fun to fight them. And some of them you have to fight with the mini mushroom, so it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, they actually did pretty good they did pretty good with that game. So of course there was a sequel, because the first one sold really well, and Nintendo's like, hey, we can make some money off of this. So they made New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and some people may say that this is where the games kind of started dying after the DS, but I think it still holds up pretty well. The only thing is the level design, the backgrounds and stuff all looked the same and stuff, and they didn't feel unique and stuff. They didn't all feel unique, and that's the thing. They didn't all feel unique and all that. They felt kind of, bland and stuff. But the levels were pretty good, and they introduced Yoshi, which is a playable character. So you had different colored Yoshis. You had yellow, pink, blue. I think I would either the pink or blue one is my favorite. I love those Yoshis. They're pretty good. The thing is, they only appeared in like 5 levels, I think, and that was it. It's a shame. But they were still fun when you got them. They were fun. Now you couldn't take them to levels like Super Mario World, which probably hurt the game a little bit. With Super Mario World, you can bring your Yoshi pretty much anywhere except for the castles. But yeah, I haven't played that game in a long time. But I remember liking Super Mario World a lot. I don't think I liked it as much as the new Super Mario Bros. DS, but I still liked it. It was still a pretty good game. Man, new Super Mario Bros. Wii though decided to bring back the Koopalings, and at this time it was unique. It was really unique because it's the first time we've seen them in a long time in a Mario game. And I think their boss fights are pretty good though. A lot of people say the first fights are all the same, but I've seen a playthrough of them on Solely Pone's channel, and they all look different. They all do look different. The problem is though, as I feel like some of them are really easy to fight, and they don't change much. They change up the battle system a little bit, but it feels all kind of too easy to fight them. Some of them are hard, but like Morton Koopa. They call him Morton Junior Koopa or something. Like, I'm like, if he's called a junior, then who's is Bowser really his real father? Well, I think they stated that the Koopalings were actually adopted, even though clearly in the cartoons they were not adopted. But I don't know. But yeah, basically though, yeah, but the thing is, his first fight was hard. It was actually hard, but then the second fight, it's like too easy. Like, the thing is, he ground pounds and then the platforms come up and can squash you. The problem is they can come up and squash you, but that only goes if you stomp on it. I feel like they could have made it where they could they constantly move up and down on their own without him needing to ground pound. But I still think it was unique they brought him back. And let's talk about the music. The DS one had some pretty good music, but the Wii one, although it's not as good as the DS one, it's still really good. The thing is, too, they actually brought back the overworld and athletic theme from the DS version, but they did a twist on it. They did a remix of it. Now, I think originally I was looking up an old video of it. I think it was at E3 or something when when the game first came out, and I think they were originally going to use the DS athletic theme. I'm actually glad they changed it because I think it's actually even better. It's actually, out of all the new Super Mario Bros. Games, the athletic theme in that game is my favorite. The DS one is good too, but I think this one's even better. Plus, it'd be weird to pour like two of those, like the overworld and athletic theme, which I'm not sure if I didn't find any footage on the overworld theme, but I know they originally were going to use the athletic theme from the original one from the DS version, and then they changed it that way. It sounded a bit off, like different, I should say, not off, but different. I think it'd have been weird if they would have done that, so I'm glad they changed it, and that's pretty good. So overall, I think the Wii one was pretty good too. Not as good as the DS one, but I think it was still pretty fun to play. It really was. The music was pretty good and everything. Then we move on to New Super Mario Bros. 2, and here's where the game started kind of getting a little stale, honestly. Personally, I don't think the game is bad. I know a lot of people hate the game. They hate it because it's not like it doesn't do anything different. But I don't think the game is that bad. The problem is with the game, here's where it started getting kind of bad. They reused the Koopaling fights again. And they also ripped off the entire Wii soundtrack. They did change up the athletic and overworld theme again, though. They changed that up again. They did change that up again, and but the thing is with that game is they reused the boss fights, and if you can see, it was starting to get kind of stale and stuff. Now the theme is with that game was the coins. The coins were the gimmick. Now the coins were actually a pretty cool challenge, but I don't feel like they really used the gimmick too much. All you got was a statue at the end, which which is okay. But I'm like I mean, it's still fun to collect the coins and stuff. But I hear a lot of people still like collecting the coins, even though they don't get really much for it. But I don't think I think it's kind of ridiculous that you'll do that. But yeah, they basically, yeah, they kind of reused the Koopaline fights again, and then like, not unlike the Wii one, they did change up the backgrounds a little bit they did change them up a little bit a little bit, like some levels had a different background and stuff, and they were pretty good. But overall, I think the game was, I don't know if it's better than the Wii one or not. I'd have to probably do a comparison with that at some point, but I think the game, though, is pretty good, though. And then the Wii U one came out the same year as this. I think this is what hurt the Switch, hurt the Wii U, too. Yeah, everyone's, was complaining how the Wii U sucks, but now everyone's, like, panicking and trying to go get a Wii U because the shops are closing. Like, literally, it's everyone's wanting to buy a Wii U now. So the Wii U is gonna be getting loved again. But the Wii U released I think the first game released on it was New Super Mario Bros. U, and that game, honestly, it's my least favorite New Super Mario Bros. Game. I don't hate it. I think it's still good, but I think it's my least favorite because here's what they did. They decided to rip off the entire Wii and soundtrack, again. But this time they decided, let's rip off the entire Wii soundtrack and all the levels, but let's completely change the overworld and athletic theme, kind of beating the whole purpose of the New Super Mario Bros. Series. And I don't even like the music. It's just bad. Now the world themes, some of them are good, but like the ghost world and the jungle, the ghost world, when you go into the ghost world in the jungle forest, that's good music, and then the Star World's got good music too. But a lot of the world themes, they sound the same, and they feel the same. They feel generic. So yeah, new Super Mario Brothers, you kind of feels really bad. Like I don't hate it. They do make the world map pretty unique and stuff, but the music really hurts the game, and I'll go more into detail about that later and stuff. And yeah, I think since it was the fourth new Super Mario Brothers game and they released it on the Wii U, I think that really hurt the Wii U because people are like, why do I need to get a Wii U to buy this game? Like, this is like the fourth new Super Mario Bros. Game. Plus, there was already one that came out the same year, which was the New Super Mario Bros. 2. So I don't know. I still got it because I was really happy to play it. And then like once I got into the game, I'm like, I said to myself, I literally said this. I'm like, so the world, because I was expecting it to be like New Super Mario Bros. 2 and Wii, where it was gonna have the grassland was gonna have, the World 1 theme from that game, but nope, it was completely different. And I stepped into the level and then realized that they replaced the music there, and I was really upset. I was. And I was like, if they're gonna do this with the overworld theme, they're probably gonna do this with the athletic theme too. So I was pretty disappointed with it. I was. I know the boss fights are in more improvement. They're still not. They're still the Koopalings again. But I don't know though. But I kind of have gone on about this stuff. I want to mainly talk about. I think this has probably been about 15 minutes or so I've been talking about this. I know this is long. Sorry it took so long, but I wanted to kind of go over what the other new Super Mario Bros. Games were like, so I can talk about what I want to see in the next one. So, So now that I'm done talking about this, and and what they're about, let's talk about new Super Mario Brothers. The next new Super Mario Brothers game. We'll just say that. What do I want it like? What do I want the game to be about? That's the big question. Everyone wants to know. What do I want the game to be about? Well, I'm gonna say this. I think they should make it more like the DS version. Honestly, after hearing the Wii soundtrack over and over again, I want to hear the DS soundtrack come back. I do. Because I feel like Nintendo has kind of forgot about it, honestly. I mean, they didn't completely forget about it, because the Mario and Sonic games 2016 Olympic Games had the overworld athletic theme in it. Which I didn't know about until I watched that one video I found on YouTube that one time. So apparently after the Wii U version, they didn't forget about it, but still. But yeah, I think if they make another new Super Mario Bros. Game, they should well, I think they should, bring back the DS soundtrack. Because I think everyone wants to hear the castle theme again, the overworld, theme again, the tropical theme. I think they need to bring that stuff back. That would be great. And then the bosses, I feel like we need some original bosses like the DS version again, because the Koopalings have been used to death multiple times, and I feel like they should still be in the game. Now here's the thing, you're like, weren't you just complaining about the Koopalings being in like 3 games in a row on... Yes, I was complaining about that. But here's the thing, here's the reason, here's what I'm getting at. I think they should make a 5th new Super Mario Bros. Game, and they should combine everything from all 4 games into it. They should. They should combine all four games into one. And what I mean by that is, I mean they should the castles should have they should have the original bosses, while the Koopalings can be in the fortresses. And then I feel like what they should do too with that is they should make it where the Koopalings don't go on their shelves as much, because I feel like we've seen that too many times. Maybe the first couple Koopalings can go on their shells, but then they should start making it where the Koopalings don't go on their shells anymore, and it gets harder and harder to fight them. That'd be good. That'd be actually pretty good. And I think they need to expand the coin gimmick too. That was another problem I had with New Super Mario Bros. U. It really disappointed me. I'm like, New Super Mario Bros. 2 goes to this coin gimmick, but then the Wii U one goes right back to what the Wii one was like. And I'm like, I like the coin. They could have expanded the coin gimmick. They could have expanded it. Maybe you could have, maybe even though the music's garbage in the game, maybe you could, purchase, songs in the game and you can play them throughout the level. That would be great. But I think that's what they should do. They should make it where you can buy, different versions of the game. Maybe that you start off with the DS version, and maybe you can play the New Super Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi's lines, from the DS version. Like, it's so nice, or like, here we go. And then like if you bought like the Wii one or something, it would start playing the Wii soundtrack, and it would bring the lines from the Wii one on there. That'd be cool. That would. That'd actually be pretty cool for them to do. I don't know if they would do it with Bowser, because Bowser, had swapped voice actors, but I still think it would have been cool if they would have done that. But yeah, I think though they should do that. They should bring the coin. They should bring the coin gimmick and expand on it. And you can still, once you purchase all your stuff, you can add your total up and get a statue and stuff. That would be good. So they can keep the statue. And I think all the power-ups should return to all of them. Throughout all 4 games, I think they should return. I think they should return to like the game. We haven't seen the blue shell since the DS version. That was one of my complaints about the 3DS version of the game, which is New Super Mario Bros. 2. They had no blue shell power up in it, which sucked. I mean, maybe you're like, well, if there's a penguin suit in the game, why do you need a blue shell? Well, the blue shell goes back and forth. The penguin suit can only go one direction. So like let's say if there's a section where like you're on a platform and it has blocks that go one way and the other. You're gonna need the blue shell to do that, because the penguin suit can only go one way, while the blue shell can go back and forth. And I think they should make it where the blue shell is easier to control. Now, I don't hate the blue shell. I actually like the blue shell, but I don't like it how it once you start running, it automatically goes on the shell. I think they should make it where you only go in the shell if you hit the down button on the joystick or cross pad or whatever you're using to control Mario or the other characters. And speaking of other characters, I think they should also allow you to buy other characters too. So you can play as Daisy, Rosalina, Waluigi, because Waluigi is hated by Nintendo, I think, because he wasn't even in Mario Kart 7, and he hasn't been in Smash in a long time, by the looks of it, so I think it would be cool if they would bring him back. And then well, the thing is too, in Mario Kart 7, he had his own track, but he wasn't in the game, which was so stupid. I'm like, why did you even put, his track in the game, if he's not even going to be in the game? But I think it would have been cool. Maybe you can buy that. You could buy other characters, too. Of course, you would have to start off with, I think it still should be a 4-player, game. But you could start off with, four characters. Like, you got, like, Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Nabbit. But then you got other characters you can unlock. So if you're sick of playing, as Toad, you can play as Daisy or someone else. That'd be awesome. And then I think too, there should be, like New Super Mario Bros. 2, I think there needs to be 3 special worlds. But you unlock them once you beat the game. So once it'd be like 3D World, where you have, the official, 8 world, and then you have, the other 3 worlds. Now the thing is, since the DS version was the first game, it doesn't have as much of the soundtrack, so they'll have to, I think they should probably include some more songs, in the game too. That'd be cool. I think the airship should return too. We should see Bowser Jr. fighting with his clown car thing or whatever it is. That'd be really cool. See, these are all great ideas, and these are ideas I have. These are all ideas that I have, and there's probably many more. There's also, Bowser too. You got Bowser. I feel like Bowser, since we've seen him grow 3 times, I feel like they should probably keep him from growing this time. Maybe make it where you gotta throw bombs at him or something, bombs to hurt him or something, I don't know, that'd be, nice to have him throw bombs at him and that will hurt him. And due to him being the final boss, it could take, longer. And maybe the way it could work too is as you compress into each world, that the bosses and and the castles will take more HP. So like in World 1 they'll start out with 3, and then like as it goes on and on, they'll have more and more HP. They'll have more and more HP, and that'll go for the Koopalings too. So it'll take longer and longer to fight them, and it make it a little bit more tricky. Not too tricky, but a little bit more tricky to, fight them. I mean, that'd be really nice too. These are just a lot of ideas I have. And I think even to the power-up system, because I would combine, all 4 games together. I think, you got the, digit thing and stuff. Like, I think, the double numbers, like 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, all that. I think they should still, give you power-up houses and stuff. I think that'd be nice. But I think what they should do is like the for the power passes, I think like the power up ones where you get the power ups, I think they should have they should have they should have power ups, like from the Wii one, because the Wii one had the best power up thing. And I think the Mega Mushroom, I think they should bring back Mega Mushroom houses because those were fun. I know it made the game very easy, but Nintendo makes characters play for you in the levels anyway. So I'm like, why does it matter? So I think they should make the Mega Mushroom houses return, but they should have the Mega Mushroom houses be with Toad Dwarf in it and a giant block like the DS version. And then the one. And then the one-ups, and then the one-ups, like, that you collect, those one-up houses will be for, like, the New Super Mario Bros. U one, where they shoot, them at you in a cannon, and then, like, the gold flower power-ups, and then the gold flowers, power-ups will be in, like, chest, like they'll be in, chest. Yeah, like the New Super Mario Bros. 2. So there's a lot of ideas you can do with these, and I said they can even include the star power. Like you can either have the star power appear in the 3 special worlds. Heck, they can even add a 4th one too. You could add the crown one, like Super Mario 3D World had. You could add a crown world too. That would be awesome. It could be like a crown level, and then like those special worlds can have instead of having the gold flower power up and the yellow houses, they can have the star power up. There's a lot of ideas. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of ideas you can do with this. That's what my thoughts are on this game, on the next New Super Mario Bros. Game. I think they should just combine all 4 games together in one, and make it more like the DS version with the DS soundtrack. Add some new songs in there so that way you're not hearing the overall athletic theme over and over again. Like, I think the jungle should have its own theme, and I think they should do a remix of the overall theme, for the grasslands for the snow world. But I think too they should just combine them all 4 of them together and put all the power ups from the 4 games in there. So like the acorn suit, the repeller suit, the penguin suit, the ice flower, even the Mega Mushroom and Blue Shell should all be in there. Even the Mini Mushroom. I know a lot of people don't like the Mini Mushroom, but hey, it's a good power up. They can even make it where you can run on walls like the later games. Well, later game, I should say, because they only really did it in the U version. That's just my thoughts on it. I mean, there's a lot of ideas. These are all ideas that I have been having in my mind I wanted to get out. Funny thing about this, actually, I know this is kind of funny, but I was trying to get a job where I could work with Nintendo and make Mario games. Come up with new Mario games. I tried that, but when Nintendo took me as a random fan, it would not let me do it. So that's why I'm just giving out my ideas, because, you know, it's not like I'm going to be able to use them for my full potential, which is unfortunate, but it's either I review games and stuff and play them, or I make them. I can't really do both. I mean, I could, but I mean, it'd be silly for me to review my own games I made. You know, that'd be really silly. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, review. I mean, well, this review, these thoughts and theories. If you guys did, hit that thumbs up button. And I'm sorry this video was very long. It's just I had a lot of good ideas to talk about. I really did. What do you guys think about these ideas? Do you guys think they're great? Or, I mean, like I said, the Koopalings, I would like the Koopalings to return. Mainly because the Koopalings are you know, would be part of the 4 games combined, you know. And like I said, I would want original bosses too. Original bosses in the game, you know. But I don't know, this is just my crazy ideas. If you guys have any other ideas, let me down in the comments below, and see you guys next time for more videos. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. Have a wonderful day, and see you guys next time for more videos. Bye-bye.